Boxing Voice.
Paulie, man, BoxingVoice.com here. You was just telling that fan that Floyd and Pacquiao is a conversation you'd rather not speak of. What about Miguel Cotto possibly taking on Gennady Golovkin, being as though that now he's the lineal middleweight champion? It's his. It would be his due diligence to face the man everybody else thinks is the owner of that division.
Yeah, it's a good fight. I wonder if Cotto's a little small for the middleweight division. It's one thing to beat Martinez, and it doesn't diminish Cotto's quality at all. But Golovkin is a pretty strong, more natural middleweight, so you favor Golovkin for sure. But Cotto's had a great career. You definitely can't disrespect him, And so it's a fight that people will tune in to watch. And I know I'll be curious for it myself. It's just Golovkin just looks like, damn, man, it's scary power right now. It's scary power. It's really something serious. I mean, he's really a quality fighter, and he's got some heavy hands, and he's been knocking guys out his whole career, so it's nothing new. Cotto has had a quality career. I think Cotto's obviously a very good fighter as well. It's a fight I would tune in for. I favor Golovkin, but it's a fight I would definitely tune in for.
Now, when a fighter uses, I guess, the statement of Golovkin not being big enough, could that be taken as something else?
Take care, man. Thank you. When a guy makes what statement? Sorry, I'm sorry.
No problem. Cotto's lawyer put out statements that Golovkin wasn't yet a star and that fight couldn't be done at this time.
Well, you know what it is? A lot of times, the best way to avoid a fight is by saying, "Guy's not a star." It's mainly the conversation topic when you don't want to fight somebody. He's not enough of a star, and I get it. I mean, you're not gonna say he's too much of a risk. That's for sure. Because I think in everybody's eyes, Golovkin is too much of a risk if you're on top of him. And right now, Cotto has a bigger following. He's got more fanfare than does Golovkin. So he's basically reaching back to fight Golovkin. So a lot of fighters don't want to reach back to take a risk. They want to reach up if they're going to take their risks, And so for that reason, if you're going to take that risk, somebody like Floyd will probably want to fight. Somebody like Cotto will probably want to fight a Floyd in another rematch, or a Canelo, something like that. I understand the conversation and where it's coming from, because no fighter is going to say, "Oh, we fear him too much." It's too much of a risk to reach backwards for. So from that point, I understand what the Cottos are saying. It's still a fight I would want to see, though.
Now that you're on the inside of the sport and you're doing more of the commentating and things like that, and you've been on both sides of the fence as a fighter and now on the outside, is it safe to say that Cotto's probably done enough in his career, and if he doesn't fight Golovkin, we should give him a pass?
100%. 100%. I think he's fought a lot of the top guys in his era. I mean, there's nothing wrong with not fighting everyone. I mean, Sugar Ray Robinson didn't fight everybody in his era. Does he get shit for it? No. So, if he doesn't fight Golovkin, who is, by the way, he's won a middleweight title, and he's not even a real middleweight, Cotto. Let's give credit where it's due. If he doesn't fight Golovkin, I don't blame him. And I wouldn't be chomping at the bit to fight Golovkin either if I was fighting him. If I was in the middleweight division, honestly, if I didn't have to, I wouldn't be chomping at the bit either. The guy's too good right now.
The Boxing Voice.